who is currently casting with me.
Yo.
Went 3 games up and then decided no, he's going to have some fun casting. So MMK got the forfeit on Chakra's Plateau, and we now have Tien, who's a Terran, versus TigerLilee, who's a Zerg.
Do you think it's Tien or Tin? Because it's actually an Afrikaans word meaning 10 as well.
There's that as well. I was going with the Dragon Ball Z character, to be honest.
Oh, is there Dragon Ball Z? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my Dragon Ball Z lore is a little bit rusty.
No,
Mistake.
I actually
Alright,
thought he
so?
was... I must apologize, I thought Tien was Zerg. I see he's a Terran now. Because when CryTT gave me the list, he said 2 Terrans, the rest Zerg, and Avocado and CryTT are the 2 best known Terrans, so it was my fault for not following that up there, but I won't make the mistake again, I can tell you now.
Oh, no worries. Alright, so we've got the spawns top left, we've got Tien spawning as the blue Terran. He's obviously going to be putting down some supply depots at his front. He's already putting down the waypoint. And on the other side, top right, we've got the kind of salmon pink Zerg TigerLilee. TigerLilee playing for DNA, and Tien is actually playing for MMK. For those of you who are a little bit unaware, MMK is actually a Dota clan, so all these players are some Dota guys that just thought they'd jam some StarCraft as well, so it's quite awesome to see some new faces in the community as well.
That is true. CryTT is a member of Mint Gaming for StarCraft and Dota, as far as I know, for the alias Mint Zera. But he tried to get Mint Gaming involved in the StarCraft side, but because of exams and whatnot, some of their better players, such as Mint Strike, were unable to play. So he went with the next best thing and took a Dota clan and decided, no, we can make this work.
Definitely, I think big ups to Zero as well for putting the guys out to play their matches. I'm very thinking he's definitely managing his side very well. And we already see something of an interesting opening here for T, and he's doing a full block off with 1 supply depot and 2 barracks. Obviously the opening is too wide to do it with 2 supply depots and a barracks, but it is a little bit controversial, you say, to see a second barracks going up before the first one is even done. And now he's using a supply depot just to block that off as well, so he's making complete wall here.
Yeah. Now, it's something that you do see Select do a lot. It's not so much on this map. Now, Dignitas Select is one of the best players in the US. He does a 2 racks expo, or he does a 2 racks play, and he can very quickly turn it into an expansion or into 2 barracks pressure. So it will be interesting to see which one he does here.
Definitely, I'm quite excited with how they're playing now. We actually see a waypoint going around. Oh, whoa. Yeah, all the way to the bottom. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, he just redid that. I'm not sure. So he's actually going to go straight for some pressure. He's waypointing both his barracks towards the Zerg base, which he knows has to be in the top right.
And we have a baneling nest. So this is going to end badly for him before it's even begun. We have a baneling nest going
quite
down.
Interesting.
We have Zergling speed. TigerLilee is perfectly countering this build without even seeing it, and Tien's
thinking... She just needs a few units out. There you come, yeah.
And Tien's thinking, greedy Zerg, I've got this in the bag. Not so much.
This is going to be very interesting. I'm loving this. This early play is going to be great. Unfortunately, Tien's SCV is suffering a bit of damage, and he's actually halting his Marines halfway across the map, so maybe he's trying to build up a little of a mass. Yeah, he's bringing another SCV, some more Marines, so he's just waiting for a little bit of a group before sending out and confronting the Zerg there. Actually, look, does Tiger know what's going on? No, she actually hasn't seen his base, but she does see his units coming along, so she is aware something's about to go down, you know?
Yeah, like just
Gangster
like Overlord
baby.
just did.
Definitely.
She's just lost Overlord, she's morphing some banelings, she knows there are Marines coming in, she's getting the banelings. She is supply capped right now, in fact. She does not have
yeah.
She's got the minerals to get it. I don't know why she's not. And we have a bunker going.
Just trying to make everything at once. Oh, well, this is going to get pushed off heavily. Tien's army is not nearly strong enough, and the bunker gets cancelled instantly, so the banelings haven't even been used yet, and the push has already been pushed off. And here you can see, with Zergling speed, the Zergling's going to be able to hunt down this Marines very easily.
Yeah, and Tien was being a little bit greedy. He did an expansion.
Oh, he's expanded as well.
And he's not cancelling it, he's not trying to do anything with it. I think he's not throwing down any bunkers either. I think he's kind of in full retreat and not realizing that the position he is in right now.
Maybe, oh no, there he goes to cancel it. I actually thought maybe he was going to try to finish it and then just lifted it to the air. He's still waypointing his Marines out to the outside. And here come the Zerglings just get too easy for nothing. But no, I think they should pull back a little bit from that wall because those Marines are hammering the shit out of them.
That is true
okay,
as well.
Come on, Tiger, there we go. Okay, so pulling back, she's got four baiting stages. She's actually stopped production now. She's morphing 4 more, bringing a lot of the other Zerglings across. And Tiger's actually looking in a very comfortable position right now. She's blocked the turret, and he's fast trying to put up some more defenses, a little bit more of a wall, a little bunker there on the side, and now he's trying to make his expansion command center in his base.
Yeah,
but there's a good chance with a morph that these banelings will be able to break down one of those racks.
And here comes the baneling bus. It's going on the weakest point. No, it's going to the barracks. Don't know quite what she's doing there, but she's about to go to the racks, so it's not too bad. No, she's pulling away.
Okay.
Not the best.
Okay, so yeah, it could have been a little bit better, maybe just making sure all the banelings go on the same building, but she did damage it all quite a lot, and another 7 banelings are being morphed, and I'm fairly sure if she does this right, she can definitely want to knock one of those barracks down. At which point she probably won't be able to win yet because there's quite a few Marines behind it, but she definitely will be putting Tien in some pressure.
Actually disagree. If she comes in right now, she could probably take both barracks. Oh no, the Marines are coming out. They're coming out, they're dying. The supply depot's down, the Zerglings are trying to get in the base, they're in the base.
3 Zerglings in, but 3 Zerglings.
And there are more Zerglings outside the base just waiting to come in. They're not coming in.
Definitely pull those in right now.
Come on, Tiger. Bring them in. Oh, here they come.
Here they come. Fantastic. So pull them in, destroy SCV, and pull them right across, right around after the bunker. And now she's got Zerglings inside the supply line of Tien, and this is looking pretty bad for him.
It is, but I'd just like to say that supplies are still pretty much constant. Tien's getting that second barracks up so he can replace the SCVs quicker. TigerLilee sitting on a lot of minerals, not taking her natural, not droning up, and here we go, what's she doing here? Here she's taking her natural now, but supplies, SCV-wise, pretty much the same, supply-wise, pretty much the same.
Alright, so Tien is defending his position, not too bad. TigerLilee keeping the pressure up. I really like the fact that she's still got some more units outside there. I'd actually would have liked her to take one of the barracks down first, but at this point Tien is actually very comfortable in his position. He's got 2 bunkers up, 3 barracks, his command center is up as well, a few Marines in each of the bunkers and so forth. I think it's a good idea that Tiger expanded now. She should definitely try maybe taking up a little bit and doing something. She's putting down creep tumors and like that as well. So she's definitely showing a good overall awareness of what she's supposed to be doing, and not just going headlong straight into the wall.
Yeah, she's morphed some more banelings, but they're just waiting there, being some sneaky. She's pulling her Zerglings back. I think she's given up on the pressure. She started droning again. Get some macro
Which is good.
And from this
position, yeah,
I'd say I must favour the Zerg. Expansion's closer. The Zerg's expansion will actually finish before the Terran's orbital command, even though it's been waiting a while. And if she's lucky with those banelings, could hurt the economy some more.
Definitely. I'm wondering, there is a tank out, and siege mode is actually about to finish. So Tien is also playing nice and long-term looking, not focusing just on this one battle at the start of the game. I really like the fact that both of these players are making sure to keep their long-term plans in place as well. And now Tien's pushing his wall off a little bit. He's putting down bunkers. He's moving one of his racks out. His other racks has got a tech lab on it instead now. And I think siege mode just finished. So Tien is looking pretty good. His orbital command is actually making SCV instead of lifting up. I'm a little bit unsure what the plan is here. We'll see what happens in a little bit. Other side, TigerLilee's expansion is up, so it's looking very good. I'm actually wondering how she's going to do this now. She's got quite a bit of minerals. She could even expand again if she really wanted to be quite greedy. Where do you think she's going to go with this?
Well, I'm not seeing much tech from her, so I'd almost want to say high economy banelings. But she's got the lair. Oh, here we go. Infestation pit going down.
Oh,
nice.
As
well. So I'm not quite sure what's happening there, but Hydras aren't the worst units to have against siege tanks. They don't take the extra 50. Lots of siege tanks, maybe not the best, but 1 or 2 they can hold their own, I'm sure.
I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing. So we can see TigerLilee's putting down some spine crawlers. She's putting the tumors forward. She's putting down both of those tech buildings to get a nice rounded army perhaps. And Tien on the other side has now fortified his wall quite well. He's put down his expansion. His first goes down, looking very comfortable, but he doesn't have any map site whatsoever. So TigerLilee's looking very comfortable with 2 towers right outside his base, as well as banelings headed at his third expansion. So this is actually more, but unfortunately she's got so many minerals. So does she have a second queen? Okay, she doesn't have a second queen yet. She should definitely start vomiting there. She's vomiting on the first one, and she's building a second queen. She is building a second queen. Fantastic.
Yeah, she noticed that she's a bit short on gas, so she's building, taking the double gas at her natural. But at the same time, she hasn't noticed that she's only mining from 1 gas in her main. So a bit of an oversight there. When you've got the infestation pit, when you've got the Hydra's den, you do need quite a bit of gas. Looks like she's going to go for an infest-a-ling play. She's getting pathogen glands there, which increases.
Right, she's got a spire going down as well as the gland. Yo, this is actually so much stuff. She's seeing almost everything.
And she's taken a third as well. Decided to ignore the rocks and just take the third. Probably a good idea because the rocks do put her base a lot closer to Tien.
I'm actually loving this, but I definitely think she should be putting out units as well. Vomiting. Maybe put down a macro hatch as well. She's already close to 2k minerals. And we see Tien actually moving out a bit. He's got quite a nice force of marines and 1 marauder. It's kind of a weird combination. Still leaving his siege tanks in the base though, so he's probably just going to try and take out... he's just trying to poke at the towers. At the same time, he's got an SUV just scouting around. Who knows, maybe he's about to take a third.
Forces back very well. Tien has just had Stim and +1 finished. He's now just scouting around for any remaining Zerglings.
Fantastic.
What you'd probably see in a very high-level game, now remember this is Platinum versus Platinum, you'd find these banelings burrowed away somewhere in some corner, but that's not the worst use for them considering they're cut off from everything. Any kill they get is more than they would get otherwise. So
that's definitely. She's actually pulling those banelings back, hurting the supply depot or whatever, and killing SCV, whatever. Yeah. But not the worst use. And 2 macro hatcheries going down in a base. Honestly, this looks a little bit like a computer playing. Just because of the way she seems to be doing like everything at once. And now we see Tien actually pushing out. And TigerLilee doesn't actually have like an army at all. She's got some Zerglings and 3 banelings and 2 infestors. So she doesn't actually have a full-on attack or defending force. Just like some straggling units. So hoping to see a little bit of a development on that side for her coming.
Sorry about that. That is true. But on a funny note, old Tien does not have combat shields. So a Stim and a Fungal will kill any marine it hits. That
is an oversight, I hope.
Not to mention, is he getting it now? No, he's not. He still hasn't got it. I don't think he's got slow on the Marauders. No, he doesn't. He's just got Stim. He's got Stim and +1. He's got some tanks coming out to join them. So this is actually looking like a very scary push.
Yeah, definitely. So he's going for numbers more than, quantity more than quality, and the fact that he doesn't have the upgrades. On the same side, Zergling, the Zergler isn't really going for a lot of upgrades either, so we can see they're both kind of playing a little bit more for quantity of units. I'm still not that happy with the Zerg army. I'm hoping there's so much lava there. She just needs to build out, here comes 8 overlords. I love it.
Yeah, only now getting Zergling speed. Yeah. She's got one Mutalisk on the field, just one. Getting Muta +1.
You need one Muta always. You just got to have that one that just like chills there, just so the guy knows.
Yeah. Got some nice pressure going on the third of TigerLilee's.
Very well done by Tien, splitting off, and TigerLilee on the other side actually burrowing banelings in the front of her base. I kind of like that as well. But she will lose this third, unfortunately, because one Mutalisk can unfortunately not do so much.
Here we go, building some more. She's got 5 more on the way. I think that just the gas hurt her. I mean, if you look at her main, she's still only mining from the 1 in her main.
Kind of.
So that's not too good for her. Got the transfers going there, and then morphing some Zerglings who are going to try and run in, maybe distract the siege tanks, maybe increase her army by a little bit.
Alright, so Tien's got a really, really strong kind of...
Oh, the banelings! Oh, almost made it. If she hadn't done
and just up to Stim. Oh, and here come the Zerglings though. Oh, they should watch out for the siege tanks. Oh, destruction. Wow, okay, so TigerLilee is just throwing everything at it, and she's ripping the crap out of these siege tanks.
Yeah, something that Tien did there was he stimmed quite a bit. I think he stimmed 3 times before going in. Before they even expired, he overstimmed seriously, and Tien has lost almost everything, and Tien's sitting there with 5 medivacs and 5 marines, so that's perfect, 1 for each, but it's still not the army composition I'd really be wanting.